Hi, welcome to tutorial 8 in the Practical RF Design tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will be studying the balun design and simulation. Let's look at the agenda for today's presentation. First, I'll be explaining the balun theory and why balun design is needed. Then, I'll be demonstrating the method of importing balun Altium Designer PCB into ADS. After that, we will be EM simulating the balun layout using RFRO. Then we will be doing EM circuit co-simulation of the balun with the vendor ADS component models. Finally, the balun performance such as insertion loss, amplitude balance, phase balance and input return loss will be discussed. A balun is any 3-port device with a matched input and differential output. This is an example of a balun circuit. We will be addressing port 1 as input and both port 2 and port 3 as the outputs. However, take note that balun is a reciprocal device that can be used bidirectionally. Ideal characteristics of the balun are described by the S parameter as shown below. The relationship of insertion loss is given as follows. S12 equals minus S13 equals S21 equals minus S31. The return loss S11 equals minus infinity. The two outputs will be equal in amplitude and opposite in phase. In the frequency domain, this means the output have a 180-degree phase shift. In the time domain, the voltage of one balanced output is the negative of the other balanced output. The unbalanced input is matched to the input transmission line impedance, which is usually 50 ohm. The two outputs are not necessarily matched. The outputs of the balun may or may not be the same impedance as the input. There is no constraint on S23, so the output may or may not have isolation. Therefore, there may be a different return loss on the outputs for differential and common mode signals. A balun has equal power outputs just like a Wilkinson power divider, resistive power divider or quadrature hybrid coupler. However, it has a 180-degree phase difference between the outputs, while the power divider have 0-degree phase difference and the quad hybrid have 90-degree phase difference. Embedded system designers and IoT product designers often come across RFICs with differential outputs. For example, this is the datasheet of TI-CC2640R2F ARM Cortex-M3 MCU with integrated Bluetooth radio. The RFIC has differential input and output that requires balun design. As you can see, the supplier TI has given the balun schematic and the component values in the datasheet. However, a designer cannot use these component values because PCB material and stack-up used for the balun design will be different from the designer's PCB. Furthermore, even if we are able to get the stack-up information, it will usually be costly to implement. We can redesign the balun circuit with ADS according to our low-cost PCB material and PCB stack-up. This is the PCB layout of an embedded system product, and this is the balun which we would like to simulate. It's a 4-layer PCB board with an infinite ground plane at the bottom layer called DC. This is the 3D view of the PCB board. We are going to import the layout into ADS in the ODB++ file format. In order to do that, go to File, Fabrication Outputs and click on ODB++ files. Then select the appropriate layer for the simulation. The required layers are layer 1 to layer 4. I have named the layer differently, but these are the layer 1 to layer 4. All the mechanical layers and other layers are not required for the simulation. After that, click OK. The ODB++ files are generated in the balun's project outputs folder. We will be copying this folder into our ADS workspace. We will be creating a new workspace for this simulation. To do this, click on Create a new workspace. I am naming the workspace as balun and then I will click on Create the workspace. In order to import the ODB++ files into ADS, click on File, Import, Design. Then select ODB++ directory format Then click on Browse to navigate the location of the ODB++ files. After that, paste the copied ODB++ files. Next, browse to the copied ODB++ files and click Select Folder. Next, click on Options. Select Flatten Component and deselect Create Components in a folder because we are not importing the components. Leave the rest of the settings as default and move to the Layers tab. Deselect the components layers in the Layers tab. Under the Nets tab, all the nets will be selected by default, and under the Components tab, deselect all the components. Click OK again to create a new library. I will be clicking OK to accept the default library name given by ADS. Next, a layer stackup window will appear. After checking and making sure all the PCB layer parameters are correct, click OK. This is the imported layout. It's a vast layout. Now we will be placing pins to the component pads to create ports. I will be placing pins including positive pins and negative pins one shot and then assign the negative pins to the ground layer. This way I can do the pin placements quickly. Now let's assign the series components ground pins to the ground layer. Then click on the port editor. Here we have to assign the intended ground pins to the positive pins or ports. After assigning pins, recheck is necessary to make sure no mistake has happened in the process. Usually, we won't be doing cookie cutting for the layout. However, in this case, the whole PCB is vast and we want to simulate the balun only. Due to this, simulating the entire layout is overkill and time consuming, so cookie cutting is necessary. To cookie cut the layout, click Insert Rectangle. Then double click on the rectangle and change the layer of the rectangle to a new layer. After that, click EM, Tools, Cookie Cutter. Select the temporary drawing layer as the layer of the rectangle and click on Cut. Then we will be launching RF Pro. First, delete the user-defined EM analysis. Next, drag and drop the pins onto the ports. As you can see, the ports are correctly assigned as defined in the port editor before. Double-click on the options and set the start and stop frequency to 2 GHz to 3 GHz respectively. Next, click on the plus sign to add another frequency plan to the list. Set the start and stop frequency to 2.4 GHz to 2.5 GHz respectively. This is the start and stop frequency of the balun. Next, add another frequency plan. Set the type as single. Insert the start frequency as 2.45 GHz. This is the center frequency of the balun. Under the simulator, select Momentum Microwave and match density to 50 cells per wavelength. Click Done and then click Run. We will skip the time-consuming EM simulation progress. Simulation has been completed. Let's generate sub-circuit model. This is the generated sub-circuit model. Now we are going to build the circuit from scratch and simulate it. This is the shortcut to place as parameter simulation controller and the terms. Go to Insert and select as parameter template. Change the frequency according to the EM simulation frequency. Drag and drop the sub-circuit model onto the schematic. Next, right-click on the sub-circuit model, click Components, choose View for Simulation and then select Schematic Full EM Analysis. After that, connect terminations or terms and Murata ADS components to the sub-circuit model. I will skip the circuit connection to save time. Next, insert Optim and goals. Following that, insert measure equation. After that, insert the equations for phase balance and amplitude balance. Phase balance is S12 or S21 phase minus S13 or S31 phase. Amplitude balance equal S12 or S21 amplitude minus S13 or S31 amplitude. After that, edit the first goal to optimize for the amplitude of S12. The ideal amplitude is minus 3 dB over the 2.4 GHz to 2.5 GHz frequency range. Next, copy and paste the goal and change the expression to S13. Then, copy and paste the goal twice. After that, edit the first goal to optimize for phase balance of 180 degrees or minus 180 degrees. Edit the last goal to optimize for amplitude balance of 0 dB. Finally, save the schematic and start the optimization. As you can see, I did not provide components initial values to the ADS. Usually, balloon design will start from schematic circuit simulation, followed by EM simulation and EM circuit core simulation. When we do EM circuit core simulation, component values from schematic simulation will be used as a starting point for the optimization. However, I cut the process short to save time since I have already done the design before. Optimization is still in progress. Therefore, we will skip the optimization process to save time. Finally, optimization has been completed. So let's check the final results of our balloon. We have obtained S12 and S13 of minus 3.3 dB to minus 3.8 dB. Amplitude balance is 0, which is excellent. Phase balance is minus 176 to minus 181 degrees. In summary, we have obtained excellent results for our balloon with the help of Keysight ADS. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I will see you in my next video with another interesting problem. For inquiries, please email pragash@innovave.co or visit www.innovave.co.